ready to find love. Hi, love of my life. I'm so excited. I've come up with the real plan. So I know earlier I came up with a plan on how to find you, and I've been doing the work since I was born to find you, but now I've come up with the real winner, right? And I gotta share it. So I said I was going to do the anonymous method, right? You can see my pinned video, the 31 letters I've written that I anonymously send to muses for them to judge my brain and not for shallow things, looks, money, all this type of stuff. But I realized what I was trying to do is basically create a negative scenario so that if they passed the test and liked me, I would feel safe that they're not liking me for the wrong reasons, going from -5 to 0 almost. But real love is not telling someone that you're docking their pay and seeing if they still come to work at the office because they still need the salary. It's seeing if they want to work late on their own volition because they just love their boss so much. I'm not her boss, but I'm not your boss, babe. But whatever, love their colleagues so much and what the work that they do. So this is a great development, right? And it really hit at me that how could I have built this whole platform all for you, right? And then I have to hide it from you so that you can't judge me for it. I was even saying that I have to hide my poetry page better than poetry. And I was like, no, that doesn't make sense either. So now I trust, like anyone, I don't want to choose the wrong person, right? You all know the feeling of heartbreak and of, honestly, physical break if you sleep with the wrong person as a woman. And I don't want to experience that loss, right? It takes up a lot of brain space. It inhibits me from my full potential, etc. And I've worked hard to overcome the mistakes I've made in choosing and in actions in relationships to learn from it, right? So I feel strong enough now. Even if I expect my woman to have much deeper EQ than me, the truth is my EQ is pretty exemplary. And I think I'm at a place where I can trust myself more, where I'm not going to do anonymous, right? The whole Clark Kent, Superman, I got to test her, etc. No, that's not what I want to test her on. I don't want to go -5 to 0. I don't want to test you on that. I want 0 to +5, baby. So I am going direct. I'm going to go direct. I'm going to email you directly if your email's available. If not, I'll DM you. But I have an email tracker and 80% of prospects open their email. So I think emails are going to be fine. But I also felt I write this whole almost very romantic prose. And they talk about this, that how in the 14th century, 15th century, knights essentially created romantic love because they couldn't get access to the top women. So they had to make this fake type of courting thing that women would be attracted to because they couldn't provide the resources. But when I think about it, you think across animal species, right? The male peacock is more beautiful. Even bees do a dance. Now, they're doing that as a second order effect to show their prowess, for sure, to almost demonstrate like a man wearing a fur coat or something into a club like an American Gangster. It's to show their value, essentially to show their ability to resource